Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me or if I need to go ahead and transition this. I'll probably just go ahead and transition. There we go. I'm not used to doing this in studio mode. Welcome back. It's been a couple years. Today is March 22nd, 2026. It is currently 5:57 p.m. We have a clock on the bottom right hand of your screen. If that clock does not show 5:57:46, go ahead and make sure you push your little bar all the way up as far as it'll go. So you're seeing the most current edition of the broadcast here. I'm going to go ahead and run you through what we've got going on. Well, first of all, alongside me is the amazing LL Sing 222. Let me go ahead and unmute her. My buttons, they keep going back to the main screen. I got to figure out how to fix that. So let me go ahead and run you through what we're looking at right now. I'll go ahead and turn on my alerts here. You can see it's pretty active. Right now here in the red, you're looking at a severe thunderstorm watch for portions of Ohio all the way into Pennsylvania. We're mainly concerning Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh here in this watch. So today is not a tornado event. I'd like to first start by saying that we are merely looking for damaging hail and winds. Okay, so I'm gonna see. Can I hide these? I can't hide these just by type. Okay, so we've got to either have all or nothing here. That's fine. I can work with that. So yeah, 6 o'clock. We're running up on the time that most of these storms are going to start firing off. As you can see, we've already got some severe thunderstorm warnings scattered around. This guy looks like it's going to have maybe possibly some hail with it. Yeah, okay. 1 3/4 inch hail. So you can already see these storms are starting to get themselves rolling. I'm going to take you down to the models over here, and we're just going to take a look at what we can expect throughout the rest of the night. Our severe thunderstorm watch expires at 10 p.m. So and that's been pretty consistent with our timing window that we've seen on the computer model. So I'm going to go ahead and start that up. You'll see on your screen here just in a second the flow of how this is all going to, if this thing ever loads. It takes a minute to load these whopping. I might have it on the sub hourly. No, I don't even have it on the sub hourly. Okay, so it just had to load whopping 18 scans of radar. So this only goes out to 9 o'clock because I believe the run I have it on is a little more recent. But as you can see, we will have rapid development of these severe storms. Okay, so we're starting at 5 o'clock. This is actually an old run. 6 o'clock, which is where we are now. These storms over here. These storms are synonymous with what we're seeing on the current radar. So as I pan out, we go up to 7 o'clock. We'll see more development. I believe really 8 o'clock is when we'll start to get our peak here. 9 o'clock. And then going into 10 o'clock is when that should be starting to settle down. So I'm going to take you back to the present. How do I? Oh, okay, so that just alternate. Sorry guys, I'm doing studio mode in this now, which is not something I've been used to. I'm used to just clicking one button and it transitions, but I've forget that they kind of alternate back and forth, so I didn't really need to click that other button. And my Stream Deck here is a bit wonky because it shows me the current scene as the preview scene, not the one you guys are seeing. So that was probably the main cause of confusion there. So we're gonna be with you for about maybe 4 hours, maybe a little bit less if we start to see a drop off between 9 and 10, which I can't tell you if we will or if we won't. So we're just gonna play it by ear, really. I had plenty of time to make some graphics here. All of our previous graphics that we used to use have been lost with time. But I did not have time. Well, I had plenty of time. I just didn't make any graphics here, so we're going to have to tell you a lot. These wind gusts, some of them are going to get up to about 70, 75 miles an hour. So in a lot of these severe thunderstorms, you want to treat them as tornado warnings because they will be close to that. We're going to be keeping an eye out. Our information feeds will take you every now and then through kind of the future setup. Actually, I'll look at setting that up right now on a better model run, and we'll take you through some of that. Nana, if you'd like to talk and say something, you may.
Well, I noticed while you were talking just now that in this red area kind of shrunk a little bit. It's a little smaller than it was when we first started looking at this at 5 o'clock. Did you notice that?
I either I don't know if they came up out with another outlook or not. If there was been a I can't talk. If there's been another outlook between then and now, that would explain that. I will check that for you right now because I haven't seen.
If you look at my map, there's a part that was circled in black. All of that was red,
Yeah.
and then the red kind of shrunk.
Well,
So I'm thinking maybe the storms are not
you right
are
now you are looking at wind, which you
right.
were not looking at a second ago. You were looking at hail.
Right, but the red was a little bit larger, so I'm thinking maybe it might have shrunk a little bit. Maybe the hail is dying down and not quite as bad. I don't know.
I think you're hallucinating a little bit. The last
Okay.
outlook we got was at 3:45 earlier, so
Okay.
you might have just noticed that. But we are I don't know what's going on my screen right now. The outlooks are or sorry, the severe thunderstorm watch is flashing. Some of them disappeared and came back, so I'm not sure if they updated that. That shows 3:40 Eastern, so I don't think they updated. I think my map updated 1 minute ago. Okay, so they did.
Okay.
I will look at that for changes if you'd like to continue talking for the next minute or two.
Were you trying to, where it says show radar towers, were you trying to get rid of that at one time on your map just so you can see a little clearer?
Uh, I was not. You can.
Okay, I did. I clicked
Okay.
on that little flag thing and it gets rid of the radar towers so that you can see the towns and everything a little bit clearer.
Yeah.
But I was just looking at the red part, see how severe it was.
Yeah.
I see that the area that is circled in black that was under wind has changed, so there's a lot more coverage for the wind than what it was to begin with.
Yeah. We this last night going into this morning, the wind threat was way less than it was when the risk got up to enhanced this morning. That's when that wind threat increased, and we are going to see some pretty damaging gusts here out of this. That might actually be part of what they updated. Yeah, well, I believe 65 knots was what it said before.
So now, where are we getting the mounts of the high winds? Where are we getting the readings from that? How
It
do we get the
will
readings from that?
on
I'm
your
not seeing it. That's why I'm asking.
if you switch over to your velocity product down there at the bottom left, a very left, where you see reflectivity, that drop down arrow.
Hmm.
If you want to click on that, you can switch to velocity there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you can go in and put a measure on the wind speeds there.
You'll have to show me how to do that because I'm still not seeing how to do it.
That little bullseye button beside your show radar towers button. There you go. That's in the middle of your screen. So you can hover that over what you want to look at.
Yeah, I'm still not being able to pull it up.
You'd have to zoom in onto the storms and then have that middle bullseye right over the reading you want to take. I'm not seeing any updates on the severe thunderstorm watch here, so that might have been a technical update, but I don't see anything visually different.
Okay.
I will come back to you in just a moment. I'll bring it back to myself here. I think I'm getting the hang of this studio mode stuff. As you can see, this severe thunderstorm warning here currently between Dresden and Adamsville, and this is either Pennsylvania. I believe this is Ohio. I can't see my state line over here. I'm gonna go on a whim and say this is in Ohio, just north of Zanesville. Is Zanesville in Ohio? Okay, so we're in Ohio. Zanesville's in Ohio. So between Dresden and Adamsville, you're about to get the worst of this right now. But as you can see on my screen, currently that hail is packing a punch. So if you're in Adamsville, you want to be inside in a sturdy structure. This hail will cause damage to vehicle glass, windshields, roof shingles. We would know something about that. Recent years. We'll take a measure of the wind speeds. These are 21, 26, 33, 35. It looks like 35 is going to be the most they go up to. That's radar noise down there. But I'm going to say, just as a good estimate, 35 miles an hour winds you can expect out of this storm. Of obviously higher gusts, because that's just at one point in time, that's what the radar's picking up on. So we'll hop over here because there was another story. Here we go. Up in Pennsylvania. Let's see how this guy's looking. And that is... Okay, that one's packing. Yeah, those winds look pretty strong. Up to 60 miles an hour. And I don't believe that's noise because that's right in the core of the storm. Let's go ahead and check out. There we go. You have a hail core right there. As you can see, it's really not hard to see here. That would be your hail core. All right, so this is the National Weather Service. They issued their severe thunderstorm warning out ahead of this a little bit. So this is currently between, okay, it just updated. Over Skysville, you're getting the worst of the hail. That is rough. Moving into Stanley, Luthersburg, Troutville, you're about to get the worst of the hail, I believe. Chestnut Grove, Greenville, Pennsylvania. And it's going to eventually move into Clearfield, Pennsylvania. So we're going to take a look at this. Look at how fast this is moving. East is 60 miles an hour. And that's one thing I forgot to mention, guys. These storms are going to be strong. Strong and fast moving. So we're going to put a track on this as the National Weather Service has it predicted here. We're going to take a look. I can't see this, but you guys can. Clearfield in about 20 minutes. Goshen in about 21 minutes. And Bigler in 27 minutes. There are smaller areas in between that, but I believe that the storm track just picks up on the bigger, densely populated areas. So you can see Clearfield here. You are next in line. Oh, I clicked on that. Okay. Helvetia in about 2 minutes, Luthersburg in about 5 minutes, Rockton 9 minutes, and then back to Clearfield in 21 minutes. So we're also going to keep an eye on this thing. I need to remember my keyboard shortcuts because I really forgot them all. Here's this storm over Milesburg, moving into Belfont, Pennsylvania. How are we looking here on our wind speeds? Okay, pretty weak storm wind speeds wise. But there is, as you can see, there's the hail matches up with what we see on the reflectivity. When you see the really bright pink and especially the black colors, that's a pretty good indication of hail there. National Weather Service, the severe thunderstorm warning says it's less than 3/4 of an inch, but I personally believe that looks to be a little bit more. We've got another warning down here. I don't know if that's for the same storm or not, but we've got another storm down here to the east of it. Looks like it can be producing some hail. The wind speeds on these up to 30 miles an hour. I don't see any 30. I saw a 34, 35 reading, but that's out ahead of the storm. So, yeah, 30, 35 miles an hour you can expect. And, of course, the dangerous hail. The hail was the primary threat going into today. So I'm going to pan out here, show you the really bigger picture. And we've got these storms here that are really not warned with anything, but as you can see, the lightning on our maps here, they are giving us a great deal of lightning, probably cloud to ground lightning. So, yeah, definitely stay weather aware today. Have a way to receive warnings throughout the next 4 hours and treat severe thunderstorm warnings like tornado warnings. This is very, very important today, as these severe thunderstorms will be packing a lot. So you can, when you hear severe thunderstorm warning, you can in your head say EF0, EF1 tornado type wind speeds and hail production. Nan, do you have anything to say? I noticed you've been clicking around on some stuff over there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure some stuff out.
Okay.
So what is this little thing that's like an eye? Does that
That's-
tell you anything?
Shows you how many people are looking at that radar tower right now.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm still not seeing how to pick up the wind velocity and all that.
So, you
Just
can
wanting to do an
yeah, Windows update. I see that. You can go ahead and close. All right, so I'll show you how to do this if you'll let me have your mouse for a second. So you'll want to
Okay, yeah,
take
'cause I'm not-
these. You'll want to get into velocity mode, and you see where the green and the reds and everything are that we've looked at. So you want to zoom in on them and get your see this little bullseye crosshair thing. You get that to where you want to measure, and then you see that number. So like right here in this spot, it's 35
38
miles an
per
hour.
hour.
But that looks like 35 to me, but it's probably 38 to you. I can't see that
38,
very well
yeah,
because
that's
it's small for me. But yeah, so that's what you're going to do for that. And if you wanted to, you could get that outlook out of the way, but that's up to you. All right, in State College, Pennsylvania, it's a pretty populated area. These storms are just north of you. You are going to skip the hail for now. And later you'll probably end up getting some. But for right now, State College, you are in the clear. I'm going to find Pittsburgh here. There you go. Here's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, you are north of the storms right now that are only producing lightning. No really significant wind or hail there. I know they've got a Penguins game going on there. You should probably be safe to wrap that up and be heading. They're probably heading home now. Game would have ended about an hour ago, actually. I'm a little bit behind on my timing. I'm gonna show
So is
you. What?
Lewistown is like 74 miles per hour. That's a pretty good wind speed.
Lewistown. You're on K. Which radar tower are you on? You're on KBPZ. You might be. Where's KBPZ? Yeah, so you're on a radar that's very far away from that. So that is noise at the edge of the radar you're picking up. If you want to show your radar towers back and go to KCCX, that will give you accurate readings. Right now for the
That's
Lewistown.
28 miles per hour then. Okay.
Okay, that's more accurate than what you were seeing before.
Okay. Great.
All right. We're going to take a look at the models in just a moment. I'm going to get the 20Z run. So that was at 4 o'clock. I don't know why this is a little bit behind on the HRRR right now. We're going to look at the sub-hourly. So we're going to break it down by 15-minute increments. So this is a really nice tool to have. So we're going to take you to the models. You can see our mesoscale discussion there over Indiana, Ohio, parts of Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. Is just south of our mesoscale discussion that should be expiring actually soon. So we're going to take a look at our models. This starts at 4 p.m., so 2 hours ago. My models are a little bit behind here, so you're just going to have to bear with me. But we're going to bring you to the present here. This is 18:15. So this is basically right now. You're seeing exactly what we're expecting. Okay, so we have the discrete cells over here, the discrete cells over here. That has lined up so far with what we're expecting. So I'm going to zoom out. We're going to let you see the bigger picture. If we're going to move this on, you'll see more discrete cells pop up down here in Illinois, Missouri. Those will not be as severe. Okay, but still definitely something to look out. Illinois going into Indiana. You're going to have more discrete cells over here. And Pennsylvania, these cells over here are going to be the biggest risks. Okay, so this is 8:30 tonight. Going to zoom out, let you see the bigger picture. So you'll see the development there of the discrete cells. So we've got these down here, Pennsylvania, near Harrisburg, north of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. This is at 7:30. So you'll see really more development of the discrete cells at 8 o'clock. And they'll kind of all form a line by 10 o'clock. And that's really when your severe threat starts to die down. But you'll notice here, as I'm going through this, that this is a fast event. So, I mean, we're not going to be here for 10, 12 hours with severe storms. Okay, so these are going to, as I stated, so this is the present. I'm just going to play that on a loop. And bam, the storms are non-severe. This is essentially rain and lightning storms by 10, 11 o'clock. And that'll slowly roll out. We'll have rain. These will form a big line. We'll have rain that moves down through Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia. And that'll eventually dissolve, and it will quite literally be nothing but rain by in the morning. So this is not going to be an all-night event. This is going to be a late evening event. I'm going to take you not on the sub-hourly because that will not work. I'm going to take you on the HRRR to our surface-based CAPE. That is convective available potential energy. This is valid at 5 o'clock, so an hour ago. You can see kind of how much energy is in the air, okay? So your blue colors are roughly 1,000 to 1,500. You start to get more green up here, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. You've got these pockets of 2,200 joules per kilogram. And so that energy is going to get gobbled up by our storms that move through here. And the storms are going to use that for the damaging winds and hail. But you'll notice this is 9 o'clock. This is 10 o'clock. You'll notice by 10 o'clock, the energy is gone. 11 o'clock, even less. And by 12 at midnight, this is less than 1,000 joules per kilogram of convective available potential energy. Okay, so the storm fuel will die off very quickly. Okay, so this is the present. Storm fuel's gone. So as I stressed, this is very. It's going to be it's going to be a quick event tonight. Now these storms are going to pack a punch, but we're not going to be here all night. As I've stated, this is the significant tornado parameter. And this is at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to bring you back to the present here. We'll see some development here. And then we'll die down. But tornadoes, once again, are not the biggest risk factor for tonight. Supercell composite will probably show you a little bit more information because we are looking at supercells. As you can see, lots of energy here for supercells. And that'll die off by 12 or 1 o'clock. And then it'll dissolve down to nothing by the time we get to the morning. Temperatures. Is this accurate? That is 9 degrees Fahrenheit, so probably not. That is upper atmospheric temperatures on it. Whoops. And we're going to start you on a loop here. We're going to take a look at the temperatures, and you're going to see how our cold front moves in here. It's going to plunge down. It's actually really nice to watch the temperature patterns of our weather right now, especially on the longer term models like the GFS. So yeah, we're going to see the polar plunge down here. So our cold air is going to be replacing our warm air along that cold front that's going to move in. It's really all I have to show you. Wind shear. We can take a little look at the wind shear. Not a lot of it is present. which is one of the reasons we're not having many tornadoes tonight. So really all I got to show you on the models looking into the future. Ella, do you have anything to say? You're looking at temperature outlooks, ain't you?
No, I was looking at temperature stuff and trying to figure out how to maneuver through this.
Okay. We've got to let her figure some stuff out, guys. She's getting used to weather-wise. Got my trusty glass of water that I've already drank half of. We'll have to go refill that later, but that's okay. How are our storms looking? We're going to come back over here to Ohio, north of Zanesville. This storm's still packing some pretty decent hail here. If we take a look on the correlation coefficient, you can definitely see that hail. These wind speeds are picking up over here, 30 up to 60 miles an hour being picked up on the radar, and this is not out of this radar's range just yet. This one might be a little more, can we go up here? Long range. Yeah, these are one of those little itty-bitty towers. But even on here, we're seeing, so not quite 60 sustained, but 35, 45 pockets of, I saw, 48. So these storms are going to pack some winds, but our main concern is hail.
Like 66.
What are you looking at?
Wind, 58 miles per hour.
Okay. You're still looking at the very edge of your radar tower that you're on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So once you get to the edge of those radar sites, the wind kind of inflates itself. Can look over here. The radar tower south of, what is it south of? I believe this is the State College National Weather Service tower. That took me too long to realize. You take a look at these wind speeds. As you can see, even these like going off to that's not accurate, obviously. But these storms are packing some good wind, 35, 40 miles an hour where these storms are. The severe thunderstorm warning for Clearfield has been allowed to expire. Not exactly sure. I would agree with that. But the experts at the National Weather Service know best. This does look like a hail core on reflectivity. Because you've got your really bright pink and your blacks here showing up on the radar. But we'll see how that plays out. But Clearfield, I think you're still in for a rough one with this storm. You've got 45, 50 mile an hour winds moving your way. So I think the National Weather Service should have left that severe thunderstorm warning on it, but that's just me. Over here, east of Bellefonte, that severe thunderstorm is still rolling through the area. We've got, I'm not sure if you call that hail. I believe that's just heavy rain. I think that's just heavy rain. And the winds on this storm aren't that bad, but they, of course, haven't really been 30 miles an hour. That's obviously more than we'd like, but it's not too terrible. Ella, I'll let you talk for a minute. Okay, it looks like she's not gonna be talking because I don't believe she's at her computer. Alright. So I'm gonna send it back to myself. And oh, you came back?
I was away from the computer for a minute.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought you were, because I was gonna let you talk, and you didn't say anything. So, would you like to talk?
Well, I'm really not saying much right now because I've got to learn how to read all of this again. I don't want to give people the wrong information,
Yeah, well, you're getting used to the program too, so.
Yeah, so I got to get used to this. I mean, because I'm looking at the wind stuff and it's not giving me the right stuff, and I don't even know if it's giving me the right thing on hail or what.
Well, your hail outlook your outlooks are up to date.
Yeah.
Speaking of outlooks, I will overlay the outlook on here. You can see the current Storm Prediction Center categorical outlook to your left there on that little left bar. I can change that for you to, we can see the tornado, it's a 2% risk, not a lot there. Wind,
Okay.
your wind risk goes up to 30%, as you may or may not can see. I don't know how small that is for you guys, but it's small. Hail risk goes up to 30% with the hatched area. Once again, the hatched area, that hail can be significant to severe. Okay, so we're talking up to 2 inches hail. Obviously, our general thunderstorm outlook, 70% chance, obviously, over Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. You're within that as well, but obviously with severe storms, that thunderstorm outlook is going to be high, and I need to fix that because I got that way scrolled down.
It looks it looks to me when I click on the thunderstorms that it's moving downward slowly. I guess maybe not too quickly, but it was covering like for Harrisburg and everything, and now it's kind of moving on down some towards Ohio. Am I correct in that?
I can look. I don't know. I don't know the outlook schedule for severe thunderstorms. So I mean the regular thunderstorm.
Yeah.
They have not put out a new outlook, so I believe you're just misseeing that. They do have a new severe thunderstorm watch that I completely missed. I am very sorry. So okay. So their severe thunderstorm watch has been extended out into Indiana, the southern parts of Indiana. So that will
Yeah,
include,
that's what
I
I'm saying.
believe. Okay, you may be looking. You're seeing the watch over there, I think. Okay, so maybe you weren't hallucinating. Okay, that's good information to know. I believe this covers Indianapolis. Where's
Yeah,
Indianapolis
I'm
here?
seeing the red area looks like it's moving down towards Ohio, Louisville, Cincinnati, Ohio,
No, you're
Muncie, Indiana,
you're mo-
where
you
before the red part was up towards Harrisburg.
you're
That's
most
why I
likely
was
seeing that severe thunderstorm watch. That new one was issued 10 minutes ago. As I said, it expands that down to southern Indiana, southern Illinois, which I completely missed that until I looked at the information feed over here. We've got a couple. I don't want to say a couple. We have one singular cell over here producing some rain and lightning. Nothing too severe. So yeah, I can't find, my map will not show me Indianapolis for the life of it. I don't know what's wrong with it. Am I just blind? Somebody tell me
thinking,
if I'm blind over here
let me get rid
because
of these things where I
here
can
it
see.
is, Indianapolis. What are you trying to get rid of?
Oh, I got rid of that where I can read Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana. It makes you scroll. It makes you zoom in a lot to see Indianapolis. The label. I don't
Okay.
know why. I actually there's the Indianapolis National Weather Service radar tower was right there, so that was pretty dumb of me. Yeah, Indianapolis is covered in this new severe thunderstorm watch. As you can see here, the tornado chance is 10%. Wind, 50%, hail 50%, combined 90%. So obviously there's going to be severe weather. Indianapolis, Bloomington, down to, I believe that is still in Kentucky, Evansville, Kentucky. No, that is Indiana. Okay. Evansville, Indiana, just south to the southeast of St. Louis. St. Louis is not included in this, but that general area is. So this is how big our severe thunderstorm watch that we have now is. And once again, this is mostly for hail. If I can figure out how to draw with the keyboard shortcut. Toggle drawing mode would be D. Ah, okay. I knew the keyboard shortcuts, but I'm forgetting them. This is our big severe thunderstorm watch area, and that is synonymous with the risk that you will see if I turn on the risks. see that is synonymous with the area. But the enhanced risk over here, the biggest area we're looking out for is right over the Pittsburgh metro area in Pennsylvania over to Harrisburg. Harrisburg is the very east of it. And New Philadelphia, Caldwell in Ohio. Caldwell, Ohio. Caldwell is in Ohio. Yes? I believe it is. All right, so New Philadelphia and Philadelphia, that's kind of the westernmost part of this enhanced risk, all the way over to Harrisburg is the eastern part. So really small, tiny enhanced risk, but this covers a lot of people. You have the Pittsburgh metro area, Greensburg, Pennsylvania, Butler, Pennsylvania, that
So
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
are we looking for this to spread downward anymore? Southwestern, as the
So
hours go by
the
after 9, 10
line,
o'clock?
the line will move to the south.
Okay.
I will. You just remind me.
Wondering
I
how
will
far.
throw the models back up again. You reminded me to take a look at that. Models. We'll just have ourselves another look at the computer models.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because it looks like it has generated out into a little further area since we started all of this.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how, by 10 o'clock, where is it going to be?
So I can tell you that by 10 o'clock, the storms will be over southern Illinois, southern Indiana, Ohio, just north of Columbus, and just north of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So that will be the kind of the line that will roll through, but I don't think that's going to be as severe as the discrete cells we'll see.
Okay. What does this KFT stand for? Do you know?
Where are you seeing that at?
On one of these little things where it says no data, and down below it says 80.9 KFT.
I know that stands for something. Hold on. We're about to find out. I believe that is some variation of knots.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
So I'm reading one that says at the top, well, wait a minute, 28.0 miles per hour, and below it says 4.8 KFT.
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to be basically the same. Just reading in knots instead of miles per hour.
That says it's represents kilofeet, not a distance. Or sorry, a distance, not a speed. But that's a little bit confusing. Is that which radar tower are you using? You're at the State College radar tower, ain't you?
I'm at the KCCX.
Okay, so move your little dot up to move it just a little bit to the left. Yeah, that's I don't know. We can figure that out. Just not right now because that's
I just wondered if that's something that we needed to let people know about or whatever. I didn't know.
Well, considering I don't know what it is, probably not.
Yeah.
And how do I make this outlook disappear? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Radar can see my... Oh, okay. I needed to select it. Well, that was dumb. I needed to select a tower. And then no outlook. Okay. Gotta remember that.
Have we checked this excessive rainfall?
You can
for
check
that area?
it. You can check excessive rainfall outlook. I don't think it's much.
Oh, it's okay. It's mainly in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Morgantown, Harrisburg area, Athens. That might be what that KFT is.
I don't believe it is.
Okay.
All right, we've got pictures of a supercell near State College, Pennsylvania. See if I can throw this up here. I didn't make a scene for this, so I'm just gonna have to drag this over, and you guys will see it. There we go. Actually, that works pretty well. There's a little bar over here that's not on the other side, but that's okay. Here's a picture of that supercell near State College. As you can see, you have the shelf cloud over here, and you can see the rain back behind it. It's a pretty cool picture. Gonna keep on looking. This is a cell coming into Center Hall, Pennsylvania.
Is that what that is right under Butler for Pittsburgh and
Ooh.
Zanesville?
What do you mean?
Those little square cell things.
I believe you're seeing the severe thunderstorm warnings.
I'm under categorical.
Yeah. Take out your Outlook for a second. That might let you see a little bit better. When you click on categorical. Categorical.
Categorical.
I don't see the drop down.
It's not a drop down. It's a square here on Pittsburgh, right at Pittsburgh. If you look
Yeah, you're
right
seeing the severe thunderstorm warning. You can't really see it very good because that Outlook behind you is really in the way. If you can get rid of that. If you want to click on categorical.
Yeah.
And then click on choose Outlook. You just click
choose Outlook.
You just click categorical again. Up one. There you go. You can probably see better now. Speaking of severe thunderstorm warnings, what?
There's another one up here around this big Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's the one we were looking at, actually rolling through just north of College Station right now. The actual storm cell is out behind it. I'm not sure if they're warning this, whatever this is, or this. It would make more sense to warn the storm back out to the west, currently over Phillipsburg, Morrisdale, about to roll through State College, right over the top of it, actually. But I'm not sure what they're doing on that one.
It's like a lot of rain and a lot of waterfall and a lot of thunderstorms all down through there.
Yeah, well, you're currently on velocity. You've been on velocity like this entire time.
Oh. It now says severe thunderstorm watch expires in 3 hours.
Yeah.
Peak winds 55 to 70 miles per hour. Peak hail size 1 to 1.75 inch. Expires in 2 hours.
Yep, I'm going to send it over to you for a minute while I take a look at our information feeds over here if you want to give the rundown.
Well, I don't know much to say that you haven't already covered. You've been pretty coverful on it.
I have a picture of a shelf cloud that is moving. This says in Zion, Pennsylvania. I'll throw that up on the screen for you guys to take a gander at. In a few hours, when storms start to really intensify, I expect us to get some more pictures of hail in. Here's a picture of a supercell east of Mars, Pennsylvania.
Are you highlighting these? Is that what they flash every now and then?
Ooh, a flash?
Cambridge, Caldwell. Right there, it flashed.
Yeah, those are your lightning flashes.
Oh, okay. There's another one here, right here in Greensburg, Boswell.
Yeah, it's storm over Greensburg. Looks to still have. Oh, yeah, that's hail for sure over right rolling into Greensburg, Youngwood in particular. That's 1 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. The warning itself expires in 1 hour, so I'm thinking this might be a slow mover rolling through this area. It is moving east at 50 miles an hour. It is not a slow mover. We can take a look at its kind of development here. This one has actually stayed pretty persistent. We can check it out here. Rolling into Elizabeth, just west of Bethel Park here. You see it kind of roll on down south of Greensburg. Really, right here it gets a fun little look to it. Of course, that's not any rotation or anything, you know. But interesting look it got right there. So yeah, south of Greensburg, and now the warning is gone. It's really nice. Nope, it's not gone. That warning expires in 46 minutes, by the way, not an hour. My thing was a little out of date. That's going to roll into Youngwood. That's Youngwood, Pennsylvania. South of Greensburg. South Greensburg, you'll get some hail. And when it continues on, it's going to... Oh, new radar scan just came in. Pretty strong winds coming along with the storm. At measuring at a good 60 miles an hour out behind it. I'm not sure. My radar is at the right spot, so I believe that is actually from the storm, not radar clutter there. So Youngwood, you are out of it. Well, Youngwood, I'd like to say you're out of the hail for right now in this little cell. Moving into...
It's still going down into Highway 70 there in Bentleyville in California. So, did you see that?
I have not.
Just a little bit west of Youngville.
Youngville or Youngwood?
Youngwood, I'm sorry.
West. Okay, that this little cell right behind it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's packing some wind, maybe some hail. It is not severe warned at this time.
That's good.
This storm south of Greensburg, over South Greensburg. We have south of Greensburg and we have South Greensburg. That's nice.
Lovely.
It's still packing some hail, so we're going to put a track on this if I can. Here we go. We're just going to track the straight middle of it as it pushes on forward at 48 miles. Oh, it auto detects my speed at 48 miles an hour. That seems accurate. All right, Hostetter in 12 minutes. Lioneer, I believe that I say that. Lioneer or Lion A in 22 minutes. Boswell in 36 minutes. I'm unsure how this will persist. But, yeah, those are your next three. Hostetter, Lioneer, Lion A, however you say that, and Boswell. If we take a closer look, Whitney in 11 minutes. Rector in 22 minutes, along with
What about
Lioneer.
this Scottdale?
I believe you're looking just south of me.
Yeah, is it not going that way at all?
If I can find where you're looking at. Scottsdale. Scottsdale will get the
Right.
cell that's out to the west, slightly to the west of this, I believe.
Yeah.
Scottsdale, sorry, Scottsdale, not Scottsdale. I'm used to saying an
Scottsdale,
S
yeah.
after that. Yeah, you'll get this storm. I believe this is moving along at 50 miles an hour with the rest of it, so we'll put a track on that. Scottsdale, you'll have this coming towards you in about 18, 20 minutes. Bear Rocks in 26 minutes. Donegal in 32 minutes. But once again, that storm's not severe warned. So we'll have to just see how that turns out.
So is this moving north?
The storm you're seeing in Greensburg, that is moving to the southeast.
Southeast, okay.
Let's take a look at this guy over here in south of East Liverpool. That is the city
yeah.
in Pennsylvania. I believe that is actually, yeah, that's a city in Pennsylvania, not the one in London.
No. And it's right there with New Cumberland. Is that moving downward or upward?
Yeah, so this is moving to the northeast, according to
Northeast.
the National Weather Service's warning here. And this looks like it might have some hail associated with it, so we're just going to put a track on that. Auto detect my speed at 56 miles an hour. Aliquippa in 16 minutes. Center Township in 16 minutes. Beaver in 16 minutes. Economy in 20 minutes. So you're getting this severe thunderstorm with 1-inch hail. Winds less than 50 miles an hour, but the main concern on this cell is the hail.
Okay, now what about over here towards the west? Cambridge, Barnesville?
I was just actually about to take a look at that one. That one in Cambridge, we've been looking at it for a good time now, and it seems to. Honestly, I'm not even sure how fast that's moving. We'll take a look. Oh, observed hail at 1¼ inches. 1-inch hail in New Concord. That's amazing capitalization there by whoever typed that. Moving east at 40 miles an hour. So we'll put a track on that. Quaker City in 8 minutes, Barnesville in 17 minutes, and Glencoe in 40 minutes. I don't know if the hail will last for 40 minutes, but Quaker City and Barnesville, you're in for it. Once again, this is confirmed hail from public reports. So we'll see how that works out.
Could be hitting into Batesville also.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So now what are you looking at that's giving you the time before it reaches that particular city?
If you click the T button.
The what button?
T button on your keyboard. You're in storm track mode, so you can place your cursor at kind of where the storm is now.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it down and drag it in the direction that it's going. So you can usually tell that by your warning polygon there. Now you can let go of it. It'll auto detect your speed normally, and you can click apply.
So it's traveling at 41 miles per hour
Click
towards
apply.
Barnesville.
You have a little baby track there, which might be why it didn't find anything.
$half hail size. 1.25, 1¼ 50 miles per hour. Expires in 23 minutes, but it doesn't tell me when it's going to be reaching there, does it?
Yeah, so your track is a little small, which is why it
Oh.
won't find any locations. When you redo your track, do a big, wide area. Like I would go all the way out to. There you go.
Bethesda in 22 minutes. Barnesville in 14 minutes.
Yep.
Now, what is this warning that says 85?
Where are you seeing that?
Over on the
That's
right.
85 warnings that are active currently.
Okay. Wind is 50 miles per hour.
Yep.
That's pretty good size wind. Pretty good size hail.
Yep. While you're talking, I'm gonna make a scene for the information feed, so I don't have to keep
Okay.
bringing it all over.
Okay. And it says 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
I believe, yeah, I see that warning just now popped up on yours too.
Yeah.
The new warning there.
The big square, is that what you're talking about?
Yes, the big new polygon.
Okay.
I'm bouncing my microphone all over the place. Sorry, guys. My audio might not be sounding very pleasant right now.
Okay, so it says it'll reach Bel Air in 37 minutes. It's traveling at 32.5 miles per hour.
Yep.
And it'll reach Wheeling in 39 minutes.
Yeah.
These are strange names for towns for people who have never been to that state. I've never been there. I don't usually go up that far north.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to throw this in the middle here. There will be black bars, but it is what it is. I can't really get that to look good. Oh, well. Alright, I'm going to bring it back to me. Oh, I don't have a button for that, actually. That might be a problem. I can just do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to go and bring it back to me. We're going to take a look at this time lapse of a supercell. You can see the shelf cloud there.
Well, it looks like we've had a few changes on here in the last few minutes while we were doing other things.
Yep.
Like it's clearing up some up here towards Pennsylvania where we first started out at. What do you think?
The area of the storms is definitely going to be moving because it's discrete cells for the first couple hours. We will definitely be looking in different places.
So it looks like we have a lot of hail and stuff up around Youngstown, Grove City, Clarion, Ridgeway, and Emporium. And then we have a big break in between there. And it came down from Williamsport and back down into Harrisburg. It's about, looks like it's cleared up some in Harrisburg. Not as bad as it was, maybe.
On this thing.
Hmm.
The storm north of State College. Did that ever have a severe thunderstorm warning on it? Do you remember? I think it did.
I don't know. I see that it's still a little bit there north of State.
Yeah, north of State College, but I don't think. I think that was severe warned, and I think that has been allowed to expire.
Mm-hmm. Maybe because there's one that expired in 1 hour. There's one that expired in 2 hours.
Yeah. See, I think the severe thunderstorm warning for the storm north of State College has been allowed to expire. I believe that one that could be heavy rain on the reflectivity possibility of some minuscule hail there. Here, Brookville, Reynoldsville. Is there a better radar tower for that? I don't believe there is. Yeah, this one's better. Believe that one's producing some hail right there on reflectivity. Correlation coefficient is a little sloppy. If I check the other radar tower here in State College, actually I think State College is accurate. That's just literally heavy rain. Not much to say about that. Wind speeds, packing a punch, obviously 59 miles an hour up to 60 miles an hour almost in this cell. It's moving Warsaw east of Brookville. We'll put a track on that.
Did we ever see what the temperatures were in all of this?
I can check that in a moment for you. Clearfield, you're up next for this storm in 29 minutes. Goshen also in 29 minutes. I can check the little small areas here. Allen's Mills in 4 minutes. Beechwoods in 6 minutes. Westville in 7. McMinn's Summit in 10. And then back to Clearfield in 29 minutes. So once again, that's for the storm east of Brookville. And we'll move into Allen's Mills next, and then eventually down into Clearfield. That is 1 3/4 inch hail observed. Golf ball size hail was reported west of Brookville. This is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. Gonna zoom out and let you take a look at the big picture here.
Oh, yeah. So how do I get back to that? I hit F.
For your storm
did you tell me?
track? Yeah, storm
Yeah.
track is T. T for track.
T for track.
Alright, I've got a video for you of quarter-sized hail hitting vehicles in Wollaston, Pennsylvania. Let's see if we can roll that clip. Transition. Here we go. So yeah, as you can see, the hail is definitely a threat on all of these storms, really. Anna, what are you looking at over there?
Are we seeing any flooding areas in this area?
Flooding is not a concern. Trying to look, see if we have any traffic cameras in the area. We do have a few traffic cameras in the area. That's nice. Let's check out one here in Wheeling. Let's see how we're looking there if this one is online. It is online. We'll go ahead and flip you over here. This is traffic camera in Wheeling, Ohio. Presented to us by the lovely Ohio Department of Transportation. You can see them storms off in the distance.
Oh, how are you finding these cameras?
If you click on the hamburger menu over top left, there will be an option for traffic cameras. The traffic cameras are far and few between, though.
I see a few.
I do want to look at this one here in Marston. These are mainly pointed at the road. I know they're traffic cameras, but that's very inconvenient for us.
Are they actually showing anything? Pictures or just the information?
No, they've got video feeds, all of them. But they're mainly all pointed down at the road.
Okay. So I'm not finding any with video stuff.
Now there is a new mesoscale discussion over here from Ohio, Columbus, the east point of it, down to Indianapolis. This is concerning. This was issued 2 hours ago, literally just showing up. So, is this the new one? Okay, this is the new one. Okay, I knew I was not going insane. This was issued 29 minutes ago, our mesoscale discussion. This is going to be concerning isolated large hail and damaging wind potential. Will continue into the early evening. Storms moving east will likely weaken with time. Strongest storms are more probable along the cold front moving south.
So did you see this new one over here right below Johnstown?
I've not. I can take a look at it. What are you looking at there?
Right below Johnstown.
I don't know where Johnstown is. Oh, I see it now. This is the same one. We had been looking at this one. This was the one that was in Greensburg.
Oh, okay.
I can't tell if that's hail or if that is strong rain.
It's hail. It shrunk. It's smaller now than what it was earlier, but it's hail. I just clicked on it. 1-inch hail. Radar indicated 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, that is radar indicated.
Expires
A lot of this hail is observed, so people have reported that.
Yeah.
The storm is getting smaller. I won't say it's weakening, but the actual area it covers is getting smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put a new track on that just to show you as it moves forward. This is really broad. Benson in 21 minutes, Belmont 24 minutes, Windburn 27 minutes are the next big population centers are going to be affected by this.
I'm reading on some of these white boxes that pop up, like one says expires in 1 hour down at the bottom, but then at the top it says expires in 8 minutes. Why is there a difference in that? Do we know?
So on the top, you're looking at a severe thunderstorm warning. At the bottom, you're looking at a mesoscale discussion.
Okay. I got you. I see now.
You have a shelf cloud on a severe thunderstorm warning through Center County, Pennsylvania. This was 46 minutes ago. I missed this. Sorry. But, if I can get it pulled up, you can take a look at that. Nice shelf cloud there.
It's a nice little thunderstorm with a good little bit of rain and hail and stuff, but it's really not a terribly bad one, which is good, you know.
Yeah, some of these new severe thunderstorm warning down here just popped up. This good catch there from me. This is north of Ross Township. I don't really know any big population centers I can point out. Kittening is going to be
Yes,
moving into
down in near
your neck of the
Clinton,
woods. Yep, that is one
Russellton.
inch. That is 1 inch radar indicated hail. Maximum wind gusts less than 50 miles an hour. Well, if we take a
That
look at
wasn't there
our,
before. That's a new one.
yeah, there was a tiny baby severe thunderstorm warning issued at 6:45. We were probably that was okay. So that was the one south of East Liverpool that we were looking
Yeah,
at before.
right.
That evolved into a little small warning. The storm itself looks to be. It might just be its position uh, next to the radar. Yeah, that storm is still moving through. So Clinton, Pennsylvania, Kittening, Ford City are all up next. We'll put a track on it. 64 miles an hour. Fast moving storms.
Hmm. Yeah, you're skipping around and moving about.
Saxonburg in 12 minutes. Clinton in 13 minutes. Freeport in 17 minutes. Ford City in 26 minutes. And Kittening in 27 minutes for this storm over here north of Ross Township. And I'll hand it to you for a minute.
Alrighty. So I'm rechecking over here where it's was at Brooksville, and it says it's expiring in 1 hour. It's just basically thunderstorms now. Peak hail size was 1 to 1 3/4 inch. And several of these are expiring in 1 hour. Um, Brockway expires in 4 minutes for the severe thunderstorm warnings, but the entire um, discussion of it expires in 1 hour. It had hail 1 to 1 3/4 inch. So hopefully that will go away and dissipate and shrink up and all that good stuff. Or move away to some other spot. I'm checking out Slippery Rock, and that has expires in 1 hour. It has 1 to 1 3/4 inch hail also, 55 to 70 miles per hour wind gusts. To be much change right this minute. Everything's kind of seems to be sitting still for right this second. I'm thinking maybe in the next 10 or 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes, we should see some changes coming about.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take that off your hands. I'm gonna take them back to the computer models.
Okay. What did we say about all this black area, Dylan?
That's nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Indeed, indeed. See if we've got a new run. The 21Z run. That was at 5. See if I can refresh this.
I don't see anything new. It's basically hanging out with the same stuff.
There we go. 22Z run in progress, but we can see up to hour 12, which is plenty for us. So I'll take you through the new HRRR run. I will get all this junk off your screen. Not that way, though. Here we go. It's down here. We will take the traffic cameras, the outlooks. We'll take everything out. Alright, so let's take you through the 22 Zulu. That is the 6 o'clock run of the HRRR. Starting off 6 o'clock, we've got the activity we've seen. Moving on to 7 o'clock, same activity we've seen. I believe the peak for storms will be around 9 o'clock. Then around 10 o'clock, they form a line, and they'll roll on through with no other problems. Let's come down here. We'll check out the Cape again. As you can see, we start off with a lot of storm fuel in our environment here. 6, 7 o'clock. That all dies down by 10 or 11. Take another look at the supercell composite. As you can see, same story there. We've got some energy, but then it dies down. So as early as check with the computer models. Take you back to library or We'll take a look at everything that's going on in the United States right now. I'll keep my other radar screen over here focused on some of these warnings that I have to make appear again because I turned them off. Yeah. So we have a lot of areas where we're seeing increased fire danger. Okay, so we've got red flag warnings here, northwest Texas into Oklahoma and to Kansas. We have red flag warnings and wind advisories actually in some areas. Extreme heat warnings in Arizona into Nevada and California. We've got special weather statements here and none other than the Arklatex region, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. This is for increased fire danger as well. Special weather statements covering upstate South Carolina and the majority of North Carolina for increased fire danger. There was a red flag warning in northern Florida near the Panhandle, but I believe that has expired. So yeah, lots of fire danger out today. So definitely burning stuff right now. If you're in an area that has been subject to drought conditions, is a pretty bad idea. It does not take that much for fires to spread, so you definitely want to be cautious about that. I'll come back to live radar.
So what are we doing with these gray areas and purple areas and red areas?
That's ones I was just running them through. Is we've got extreme heat warnings, red flag warnings, special weather statements that are saying increased fire danger, basically.
I'm wondering what we have with the green in Atlanta, Chicago, near Houston. What are those green areas?
You mean the blue areas?
It's kind of green, Atlanta.
Those are just light blue. That's special weather statements. That all of those are dictating elevated fire danger.
Oh, okay. Hmm. So with all of this, are we able to see any of these storm chasers that have cameras or anything on if they're out and about? Or
There
they
are
just don't have any right now?
there are two of them.
I see two in our area, but I don't see any.
If you click on their name there, you can see their video.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's basically thunderstorms.
Yeah.
This one says format is not supported.
They're having connection issues then.
Hmm. Okay. Well, it's 7:20 p.m. Are we expecting anything to take place or change or get any worse? Or
As
are
I
we
previewed,
thinking it's going to be calm?
I think the peak for the storm is going to be around 9 o'clock.
Okay. Are we looking for it to move on down into other areas or just kind of dissipate and go away?
So the most severe storms will be in, as you're seeing, the enhanced and the slight risk there. Once it gets especially past the enhanced risk, it'll literally just be rain with thunder.
Okay. Are we able to get anything with this spotter network?
You can try.
I don't see anything.
Let me try to turn it on over here.
So basically, looking at the whole entire other map, this is the only area that has all this rain and stuff,
Yeah,
according to the radar.
yeah, basically.
Wow. Hmm.
I believe, unless I have them turned off, which I do not, all of our severe thunderstorm warnings, yep, all of them have been allowed to expire.
All of ones we were been watching.
Yeah, all of our severe thunderstorm warnings have been allowed to expire.
Oh wow.
These discrete cells you're seeing right now, those little pea-sized cells you're seeing right now are literally rain,
Just right.
thunder, maybe some hail in there. More of these will become severe warned as we go on, but currently none of them are.
Hmm. Well, that's good for weather-wise.
Yeah.
Because we report all of this to try to help everybody and let everybody understand the situation. But it's a good thing when we don't have the bad weather. Because anytime we have bad weather, there's a chance that people can run into situations, be without power, cause accidents, anything.
Hmm.
So, we do everything we can to try to keep you informed on all this. Looks like Harrisburg finally calmed down over there.
Yeah.
Were you finding anything else good to report on or speak about?
That's what I'm looking for right now. Not currently.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of wearing down.
I suppose so we don't just sit here in silence for a while. We can take a look at kind of a broader image of what we're going to be seeing. And I want to focus on temperatures. Because I'm going to hide these for now. We're going to strip this down to literally nothing. I'm going to take away radar towers, take away all of my data. We're just going to take a big look at the
Temperatures.
GFS. We're
And
going
how
to
do I get
watch.
to that on my map?
You'd be looking at the models.
Okay.
And then
What else?
drop down arrow. Bottom
Or
left.
weather?
Bottom left.
Oh,
Where it says HRRR, you want to change that to GFS.
are you saying GFS? Global?
GFS. Yeah.
Okay. And then what?
I have mine selected on temperature anomaly. I'm currently waiting for it to load.
Okay. What if you go to just temperature?
That shows just the current temperatures, but I'm looking at the anomaly right now.
Okay.
It doesn't want to play. I don't know why. You have to load it all in again. Nope, it just does not want to play. Okay, I spoke too soon.
So what do I do to get it to show me a temperature?
What do you mean?
Click on a town?
No, you can use the same measurement tool you have for live radar.
Mm,
The little bullseye thing inside your play button. So as you can see, based on the GFS temperature anomaly, most of the continental United States will be warmer than usual for this time of year throughout the next couple of weeks. Down here on the East Coast, you've got from Maine down to Pennsylvania, encompasses Ohio, Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana. All of these states here on the East Coast will be a little bit colder than usual, but for the most part, everywhere will be warmer than usual. And I wish I could continue talking about that, but we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. So I'll hone us in on that. Here it was actually one of the ones that was formerly severe warned. It is currently over. About to
Right
roll
near Clarin.
About to roll into Curlsville, Limestone, Somerville.
Toby.
Yep, that one. Ooh,
Winslow.
I do not like the look of that hail on the correlation coefficient. That is 1 1/4 inch hail, radar indicated. So we'll go ahead and put a track on that. Moving at 62 miles an hour. All right, so Ringgold in 16 minutes. Hawthorne in 11 minutes. Mayport in 11 minutes. North Freedom in 14 minutes. Heathville in 15 minutes. Langville in 15 minutes. Ringgold in 16 minutes. Conifer in 17 minutes. Worthville in 17 minutes. Sprinkle Mills in 19 minutes. And Cool Spring in 20 minutes. So this storm does look to be producing some hail.
The wind is 62 miles per hour.
That is the speed in which it is moving. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the winds were at 62 miles an hour. And we do have a new radar scan. But it just... The reflectivity is black. And I do not like the look on the correlation. Whoops, I gotta stop doing that. I do not like the look on the correlation coefficient. Because as we see, these more vibrant colors, I picked the worst color to circle this all in. These vibrant colors here do indicate hail. Let me try it in blue. Can you guys see it better in blue? Probably. There you go. It's blue. It looks like a little beanbag chair when I draw it like that, but that's okay. So yeah, that is our currently... What is this? Is this the same one? No? Okay, a little baby severe thunderstorm warning. North of our main area that we're looking for right here in Indiana, south of Logansport, north of Kokomo, Greentown, moving into Sims, Herbst, Gas City, in the future. Let's take a look at this. Might also be... This is producing hail, I do believe. So yeah, we will put a... They are adding areas to the... They're updating our severe thunderstorm watch. They have added some new counties. They have taken away some counties, I believe. Okay,
We've
we've
got
got...
a flashing thing there.
Yeah, we've got updates coming in our severe thunderstorm watch. Let me take a look. There is no new watch that we can
Okay.
see. I believe they added some counties, but there's no, like, new watch.
No, I don't see any new ones. And I don't see as much hail markings as we had before either.
Yeah.
So I'm still not able to pull up the temperature thing. You're going to have to go through that with me again.
Are you trying to look at current temperatures?
Yeah. I never did get it to work.
That is... Let me see if I can figure that out for you.
So I have the part pulled up that says temperature. I'm on radar.
That's your temperature outlook, I think. That's what you're looking at.
So how do I get to the one that reads the actual temperature for now?
That's what I'm working on trying to figure out.
Oh, okay.
You'll have to let me play with that and figure that out.
Okay.
New severe thunderstorm warning.
Oh,
That looks like
there's
an...
two of them.
Yeah, well, it looks like it would have been a easy one to predict, to be honest. Here, moving north of State College. Look at that on reflectivity. I believe that is hail. Might just be hail. 1 inch hail, radar indicated. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Moving east at 55 miles an hour. This is going to roll just north of State College, potentially into State College. New radar scan right as I want to put a track on it. That's nice. We'll just put a long-term track on it, 56 miles an hour. Morrisdale in 5 minutes. So Morrisdale, prepare for some hail. That rhymes, which was not my intention. Unionville in 24 minutes and Yarnell in 27 minutes. So prepare for some hail. Allport in 6 minutes, Munson in 7, Winburn in 9, Viaduct in 12.
Here's a town for you to pronounce. Oh, we just got a new one. Did you see that?
Yep, over Butler, Pennsylvania.
And Kittington, Kittening.
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 There you go. That was a rough one for me, too. I believe this one's producing hail. One and a quarter inch radar indicated. That one says, is where we look at? Okay, I'm looking at the wrong one. Whoops, sorry. The one over Butler's 1 inch radar indicated. That one's producing some hail, I believe.
All of it seems to have about a 1 1/4 inch hail.
Yep.
Found one that has 1 inch hail
Yeah.
over here in Phillipsburg.
Once again, the hail is the main concern with today's event. So you do not want to be caught outside. You really don't want to be caught in a vehicle when the hail hits, especially if you have a sunroof. If you have a sunroof, you might just want to get inside.
I don't know if too many people know it if they've been driving when it was hailing, but hail hitting a vehicle while it's stopped and not moving and just sitting there is bad enough. But when the vehicle is moving, the hail damage can be even worse. I mean, that stands to reason, because it's moving, it can cause it to have more of an impact in certain places on the vehicle. Probabilistic is?
Prob, prob, blah, probabilistic.
Oh, probabilistic. Okay. Right below hail,
Yeah.
probabilistic. What are they talking about? For hail or wind or storms or what?
So that's your category outlook by probability instead of
Yeah,
the scale. I believe that's only for day 3. So that wouldn't tell you a lot.
probabilistic. In other words, probabilities, only they put that istic on there.
Yeah. It's
Not
grammatically
sure, but
correct, probably.
yeah. So we're back
And
to
I,
thunderstorms.
now I'm not gonna be the one to call this out, but the supercell moving into Butler. Take a look at this little inflow right here.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. If you literally put this into any other context, that would look like a textbook supercell, tornado producing supercell. This does not have a tornado possible tag on it, but I will be watching this one because that's taking on a very interesting look. So I'm gonna set my second radar over here, and I'm gonna watch that closely. But on velocity, I see no rotation.
Hmm.
I'll go ahead and put a track on this storm moving into Butler. Doing at 56 miles an hour. Kano, Kennesing in 11 minutes. Butler in 18 minutes. East Butler in 21 minutes. Chicora in 28 minutes. And Worthington in 33 minutes. Once again, this is taking on a very intriguing look. Our last radar scan was 3 minutes ago, so I expect the new one at any time now. And I think we'll be able to take a good look at that.
We have a town just below that called Cranberry
Yeah.
Township. It's got hail, winds 55 to 70 miles per hour,
Yeah.
hail 1 to 1 3/4 inch. But it's not in that square.
Yep. Going on 4 minutes without a new radar scan. Any minute now, we could be expecting a new one. But if you're in Butler, Pennsylvania, Prospect, East Butler, Chicora, Mahoning, Worthington, and Kittening, I would start preparing for the storm, because not only do we have some pretty good hail that's taking on a very interesting look. As you can see, there is an inflow. So, I mean, this looks like, if you put this into a high risk tornado day where the environment is really like favorable for tornadoes, if anybody saw this radar, I mean, they would instantly think it's a tornado. And new radar scan came in right as I'm talking. As you see, the little echo there kind of dissolved itself. There's still it's still bowed out a little bit, but it's not that bad. And this is moving into Butler and East Butler now. As you can take a look at the correlation coefficient, there is hail. This storm is producing hail. So if you're in Butler, East Butler, Herman, Worthington, Chicora, prepare for some hail.
They even have hail over here in a little town called Muddy Creek.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna do a track here for that.
I'll let them take a gander at what you're seeing for a second.
Okay. I'm seeing that storm that's over in Butler can come down into Evans City in the next 8 minutes, and Cranberry in the next 13 minutes. I put a tracking thing on it just to see what it was showing me. Winds at 60 miles per hour, heading south southwest, 56 miles per hour. Quarter size hail. And so I look for those lines to move shortly. It's possible. Expecting anything new in the next few minutes? Okay.
I'm going to take a look over at these 3 severe thunderstorm warnings north of the watch. Well, yeah, the one we were referring to in Kokomo, that's going to be allowed to continue because they've got another storm rolling in right behind it. The original storm right over Marion, Indiana now, radar indicated 1 inch hail and less than 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. These are producing hail, as you can see on my correlation coefficient. They match up with what we're seeing on the reflectivity. And we got a new one here. This storm over Rockford, between Mendon and Rockford. Really unsure if that's producing hail. Well, that's going to be moving towards Lima, Ada, Blanchford, Fort Shawnee, Buckland, Spencerville, Indiana, into Ohio. Depending on which radar tower you look at, the correlation coefficient seems to vary a little bit in what it's showing.
To see if it's going to change any in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we just lost one.
Yeah, one of the severe thunderstorm warnings. The one over...
in the middle there.
I'll take you over to my secondary radar here. The one over... Punks. What the one the groundhog is named after. Or similar to it.
Unscutiny.
I don't know how to say that. It's the one the groundhog's
I
named
don't
after.
either.
That one has been allowed to expire. That storm, let's see, it is, I can't tell if it's producing hail or not. I don't think
It was
is.
coming from Brooksville and Brockway or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember?
But as I speak, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning you take a look at. This one's going to be
Elwood City.
south of Marysville, Ohio, moving into Dublin, Jerome, and Powell. This is, I'm sorry, this is special weather statement. That's not even severe. Whoopsies. 3/4 inch hail, 45-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Little cell that just decided it wanted to exist all of a sudden, and look, now it exists. So that's what we're going to have. We're going to have really pop-up cells, because if you take a look at this radar, the cell did not exist an hour ago. It barely existed. This is about 30 minutes ago. It was just putting lightning on the ground 30 minutes ago.
Wow.
And I expect this one might intensify as it moves on. Well, we will see.
When are we getting new updates? Is it every 10 minutes or they just kind of update it when something happens?
What do you mean?
An update on any of the new cells or anything like that that pop up or expand out or anything?
Well, your radar will just update when the new scans come in.
Okay.
So it's normally about every 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's what I wondered. I've noticed some of these are on main highways too, like Highway 80, Interstate 79. Smaller road, 422. People who live around there, I'm sure, are more familiar with the roads and highways.
Yeah. The storm cell that is rolled through Phillipsburg. Was that Grass Flat? Morrisdale, Allport. That one is currently rolling right over the National Weather Service and State College. It's rolling over their radar tower, and it will be rolling through State College. That is radar indicated 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Yep. Osceola Mills. It's kind of not even touching that. That's good. Bigler. It just disappeared and moved. A new one popped up.
Yeah.
Snowshoe, Highway 80, Highway 99, Fort Matilda. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yarnell. It expires in 5 minutes. It just kind of popped up there.
Yep.
Hail 1 3/4 size. 1 inch to 1 3/4. 60-mile-an-hour winds. Just kind of shifted from over there to where the other one was.
Yeah.
That one. I guess storms have a mind of their own.
Yep.
About 60 degrees around there, 59, 60.
Yeah.
Red line that encircles this area that we've been watching, is that going to disappear eventually when the storm cuts back?
That would be, I believe, referring to the mesoscale discussion. That will expire in 32 minutes.
Okay. We just had a new area came up in there right next to the one that popped up before. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. State College, Bellefonte, Petersburg, Phillipsburg, Port Matilda. It kind of just expanded the area a little bit. Don't see as much hail in it though.
Yeah.
The The other one that was in Butler has shrunk in size.
Yeah.
So it's scaled down to reach not quite out as far as it was reaching out.
Yeah.
It was reaching all the way out to almost to Elwood City.
Yeah.
So maybe some of this severe stuff is dying down.
Okay, everybody. After a quick discussion, I believe this is going to conclude our live coverage for tonight. Hail continues in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana. Have a way to receive weather alerts. Stay weather aware. If a severe thunderstorm warning is issued, treat it like a tornado warning, even though it might not be. Seek shelter inside your house. I would not recommend being trapped in a car when hail hits. We will continue to provide updates. Thank you for tuning in to our little return here. This was a good reality check, and we'll make some changes for next time. See ya.